Did you know that Snegurochka, the beloved granddaughter of Ded Moroz, harbored a secret so chilling it could freeze the Volga River solid in July? It wasn't a secret of magical mishaps or misplaced presents, but something far more sinister, something that festered beneath her sweet smile and icy blue eyes. For Snegurochka was not who she appeared to be. She was a vessel, an unwilling host to an ancient, malevolent spirit of winter, a being of pure, unforgiving cold known as Zimnik. For centuries, Zimnik had been imprisoned within a glacier deep in the Ural Mountains, his icy heart beating in time with the blizzards that raged across the frozen wastes. He was a creature of immense power, capable of plunging the world into an eternal winter, but his power was bound, locked away by the ancient magic of the first shamans. But the magic, like all things, weakened with time. One bitter midwinter night, as Ded Moroz gathered snowflakes to weave into Snegurochka's next winter coat, a shard of the glacier containing Zimnik splintered and fell, carried by the wind to the very heart of Ded Moroz's icy fortress. The shard, imbued with Zimnik's essence, melted into the snow Ded Moroz used for his granddaughter's coat, unknowingly weaving the spirit of the ancient being into the very fabric of her being. From that day forward, Snegurochka changed. The warmth that had always flickered behind her icy facade began to dim, replaced by a chilling emptiness. Her laughter became less frequent, her smile strained. Ded Moroz, blinded by love and the busyness of the approaching holiday season, noticed nothing. The first sign of Zimnik's true influence was subtle. The winters grew colder, longer, more brutal. Villages were buried under record snowfalls, and the rivers froze earlier and thawed later. Ded Moroz attributed it to the cyclical nature of winter, oblivious to the creeping darkness within his own granddaughter. Snegurochka, meanwhile, fought against Zimnik's control. She felt his icy grip tightening around her soul, twisting her thoughts, whispering promises of power and dominion over the frozen landscape. She resisted with all her might, clinging to the fading memories of warmth, of laughter, of the love she once shared with her grandfather. But Zimnik was patient, insidious. He whispered to her in her dreams, weaving visions of a world blanketed in eternal snow, a world where she reigned supreme, a world free from the fleeting warmth of summer that threatened his existence. He promised her power beyond measure, a power that would make her more than just Ded Moroz's granddaughter, more than a bringer of fleeting winter cheer. He promised her godhood. The turning point came during the annual gift-giving ceremony. As Snegurochka and Ded Moroz flew across the frozen landscape in their sleigh, pulled by magnificent reindeer, Zimnik's influence surged. He twisted her thoughts, filling her mind with images of the power that could be hers. As Ded Moroz descended into a small village to deliver presents, Snegurochka, her eyes gleaming with an unnatural light, took the reins of the sleigh and soared into the sky. She flew towards the Ural Mountains, drawn by an irresistible force, towards the glacier that had been Zimnik's prison for centuries. Ded Moroz, returning to an empty sleigh, felt a chill deeper than any winter wind. He knew, with a sickening certainty, that something was terribly wrong. He raced after Snegurochka, his heart heavy with dread. He found her at the foot of the glacier, her form radiating an unnatural cold. The ice around her pulsed and crackled with a malevolent energy. Zimnik's voice, ancient and cruel, echoed through the mountains. "At last, my vessel is prepared." Snegurochka, or rather, the body that once housed her, turned to face her grandfather. Her eyes, once filled with warmth and love, now burned with icy fire. "Grandfather," she said, her voice echoing with Zimnik's power, "your reign of mild winters is over. Now comes the age of eternal ice." A terrifying battle ensued. Ded Moroz, heartbroken and enraged, fought against the granddaughter he loved, now a puppet of the ancient evil. The clash of their magic shook the very foundations of the mountains. Blizzards raged, and the earth trembled. Finally, with a surge of desperate power, Ded Moroz managed to sever the connection between Snegurochka and Zimnik. The icy fire in her eyes flickered and died, leaving behind only emptiness. Zimnik's spirit, weakened but not destroyed, retreated into the depths of the glacier, vowing revenge. Snegurochka collapsed, her body lifeless, the vessel emptied of both its benevolent and malevolent occupants. Ded Moroz held her close, his tears freezing on his cheeks. He had saved the world from eternal winter, but at a terrible cost. The granddaughter he loved was gone, leaving behind only a chilling reminder of the darkness that lurked beneath the surface of the seemingly innocent winter celebrations. And as Ded Moroz mourned, He knew that Zimnik's return was inevitable, and the battle for the world seasons would begin anew.